What's up, poker players? I know you guys are out there killing it in the cash games and tourneys right now. Today we're going to take a look at the highlight from last night's tourney session, a final table in the 200 guaranteed. Not a big tournament, but we did final table and we wind up making a pretty deep run. Let's jump right into the poker. This is the first hand of the final table. This tournament started out with, I think, about 200 or 300 players, down to 9. First prize is about 80 or 90 bucks. Not a huge payday, but a payday nonetheless. Just gonna hit the fold button on the Jack 4 right here and move on to the next hand. And now we're gonna jump ahead a few hands. In this hand, the hijack seat jams all in for a little bit over 10,000 chips, which is less than 10 big blinds. We get a call from the big blind with King Jack offsuit. Hits a jack on the turn and takes out one player, and we are down to 8. Next hand we're looking at is Ace Jack offsuit. We are playing from under the gun. Our chip stack is currently at about 25 big blinds. Just put in a min raise in this spot. Folds all the way around to the big blind, who is thinking about it, but does eventually make a fold after we bring up another table there. Kind of got in the way, but this player did fold and we take down that pot pre-flop. Next hand we're looking at is where the cutoff min raises and the big blind makes a call. They see a flop, jack high, 2-tone, 2 spades out there. The cutoff continuation bets for only 1/3 pot, and the big blind 3 bets to 3 times the continuation bet, and King Kong jams all in, and we get a quick call from the big blind, who has a set of 9s against jack 9. King Kong has outs to the jack, but does not get there, and one more player is eliminated. Down to 7. We have King Queen under the gun +1, open raise, a little bit larger than 2x. Folds around to the small blind, who makes the call. Big blind gets out of the way, and we wind up flopping trip queens, king kicker, and the small blind leads out for half pot. And we're just going to be making a call here, not to give away the value of our hand. Possibly some more straight draws, so some more flush draws. Probably not too many of those within this player's range. If they're going to be betting on a flop like this, they most likely have a pair in their hand. So they lead out for a third on the turn, and I'm just going to be making a call here. They have a pretty small stack, and I think that we can get the rest of our stack in on the river. And that river card is the money card, because now any pair has a full house. We have quads. I don't see any pair folding in this spot. And our opponent, Cardinals, jams on the river. And this is one of those spots where we are easily making a call with quads, because we have the Nizuts. Just about take out one more player. We now have 2 baby stacks on the table, and one of those baby stacks jams all in from under the gun. We have 5-9 offsuit in the big blind. Not a very good hand, but we are very deep. We're second in chips right now, sitting at about 45 big blinds. It folds around to us and is 36.54 to call into a pot of 83.79. We are getting better than 2-1 on our money, which means that we can be calling with pretty much any 2 cards in this spot, as long as it doesn't greatly diminish our stack, which it will not. It's a very small amount, doesn't affect our stack very much. So I do make the call here with a 5-9 offsuit, and we are up against an ace 4 offsuit. This is pretty much a 60-40. We have 40% equity. We got great odds right here. We are going to win this pot more than 1/3 of the time, making the call correct. And we hit a 9 on the flop, putting us in the lead. Just have to avoid an ace on the turn and river. And there's an ace on the river, doubling out the player to our left, but we did make the correct play on that one. Just didn't work out that time. Next hand, we have 5-4 offsuit in the small blind. We get a min raise from under the gun +1. Under the gun +2 jams their entire stack in, which is less than the min raise. And we have 10 jack against pocket kings. 10 jack gets an open ender on the flop, hits it on the turn, and Cardinals is drawing dead going into the river, knocking out one more player, and we are down to 6. Next hand we have ace 8 suited hearts on the button. Folds around to us. We are going to be open raising here, and we make it 3,100, taking it down pre-flop. Next hand we're going to look at, we folded under the gun and the button. Open raises to 3,600. Small blind jams their stack in. Big blind gets out of the way, and the button calls 10-8 against, I believe, King 10. 10-8 gets there on the turn with a straight and knocks out one more player. This guy is running hot. We are down 2-5. Next hand we're taking a look at, we folded in the cutoff. The button jams all in, the small blind calls. It is ace 5 against ace jack. The ace jack holds, knocking out Shark Attack in 5th place, and we are down to 4 players. Now we have pocket kings in the big blind, currently sitting 2nd in chips, but the button player, Papal, is dominating this table right now, and open raises from the button. Going to be putting in a 3-bet here. Make it 12,600 to go, and we pick that one up pre-flop. Next hand we have ace king offsuit in the small blind. It's always nice when you get 2 big hands in a row, because when you're out there betting and betting again, not many people are going to believe you the 2nd or 3rd time, even though you do have a monster in your hand. Papal opens up again, same bet sizing, and it looks like I am figuring out a bet sizing. I make it 19,800 to go, leaving us a little bit behind so that we can do a stop and go here and get the rest in on the flop, depending on how the flop runs out. But we do get a fold from PayPal, and we take down another one pre-flop. Our chip stack is now at 53,000, and the next hand we have queen jack offsuit on the button. Cutoff folds. We are going to be open betting here. Make it 4,000. Flop is ace high, 2-tone, 2 diamonds out there. Big blind checks, and we check back. We turn our jack, giving us a little bit of showdown value here, and the big blind leads out for half pot. I make a call here, and there's our money card. We have trip jacks on the river. Now I am hoping that our opponent had an ace, and we can get some value. I make it 2/3 on the river, but our opponent does fold, and we take that one down, but add a few chips to our stack. Next hand we have 9-10 offsuit. Just click the fold button in that spot, and the button jams all in for a little bit more than 20,000, about 11 big blinds, and they take that one down pre-flop, and we have ace 9 offsuit the next hand in the big blind. Button opens for 41.15, and I elect to just make a call here pre-flop. We wind up flopping top pair, top kicker, backdoor nut flush draw. I just check back to induce some bets from this player who has very high aggression and very high bet percentages on the flop, and they do bet 5,000. I make a call. The 4 of hearts comes on the turn, giving us the nut flush draw. We still have top pair, top kicker. We check back, and our opponent checks as well. The king of spades on the river does not improve many hands within this player's range, so I'm going to put in a small value bet here to try to induce some calls from any pair that could be out there. It also blocks us from possible flushes or straights that would have got there on the turn and slow played it. We do get a call, and we wind up winning with the pair 9s, ace kicker. Chip stack is now up over 80,000. Next hand we're looking at is ace 9 offsuit once again. Going to be open raising here. Make it 41.25. Blinds and antes are now up to 4,000 pre-flop, and we get a jam from the big blind. It is about 9,600 for us to make a call here into a pot of almost 20,000. Going to be making this call every time, and we are up against an ace 6 suited. We hit a 9 on the flop, and they are drawing dead going into the river. Knockout and down to 3 players. Next hand we're looking at is 9-5 offsuit from the big blind. Small blind just elects to limp, and we check. Wind up flopping top 2 pair with the 9-5. Small blind leads out for half pot. A little bit larger than half pot actually. And I'm going to be 3-betting in this spot. Make it 89.25 to go. A little bit larger than 3x, and we get a call. The turn is the 10 of diamonds. Doesn't improve too many hands. The only hand that really improved that beats us now would be a 9-10. I'm going to be betting. Make it 15,067 to go on the turn, and the small blind jams all in. This would be a big time fold if we fold 2 pair here. Not a lot of hands within this player's range that would be making this play that beat us. 3s, 5s, 9s probably would have bet pre-flop. I don't see why they would limp hands like that. Maybe there's a 9-3, a 5-3, both hands that we beat. 9-10 is a hand that we lose to. We're still ahead of the majority of this player's range, so I am going to be making this call, and we are up against king 9. Just have to avoid a king. We do, and double up, taking over the chip lead with 3 players left. Next hand we're looking at is 7-4 offsuit in the small blind. We get an open from the button. Just make a fold, and the big blind blind 3-bets, button calls, got a pot building. There's 26,000 in the pot. Max adds 24, leads out for 1/3 pot. Button jams all in. Max adds makes a call with top set. Papal has outs to a jack for a straight. Can't hit it though, and is eliminated, and we are down to heads up. We've seen that Max adds plays pretty straightforward, has only 3-bet with premium hands, pretty high aggression, and we are in for a battle. First hand heads up is 6-5 offsuit, open raise, and we take that one down pre-flop. We're going to be opening a lot of our buttons against this player. You can see we have pretty similar playing styles, both opening about the same amount pre-flop. My range is a little bit wider. Current payout is $47 for second place. Not a huge payout. We've definitely had bigger, but this is always fun playing for the tourney. We're open betting ace-8 offsuit on the button here, heads up, make it 7,000 to go, and max adds jams all in. Max adds 3-bet percentage is now up to 17%, which means we are ahead of the majority of that range with the ace. So I do make a call. He shows ace queen. We are behind. We need an 8. We hit an 8 on the flop, and we avoid a queen throughout the hand, doubling us up. Sometimes we run good, you guys, and the next hand we have pocket jacks. Max adds just makes a fold right there, and we take that one down pre-flop. Blinds and antes are up. We have king 7 suited, spades on the button, and with the increase in blinds, max adds now has about 20 big blinds, changing it up a little bit, just making a jam here with the king 7 suited, and max adds does make a call with an ace. We have to hit a king or a 7, and we cannot. Doubling up max adds. Next hand we have ace 9 suited. Max adds just limps, and we put in a bet, make it 12,800 to go, and he does make a fold pre-flop. Now we're looking at jack 6 suited, opening to 7,000, and we get a call. We wind up flopping top pair with a backdoor flush draw. We bet 7,400, which is half pot, and max adds makes the call. 5 of spades on the turn gives us 1 card from the flush, and we still have top pair on a very draw heavy board. Make it 16,000 to go on the turn, and we get a call. The king of spades comes on the river, giving us the flush. There's 61,600 in the pot. That card connects with a couple of the big draws that could be out there, and we're hoping that max adds hits the king or one of the straight draws out there, but he does check back, and we should figure out a bet sizing that he's going to be calling on the river. I just bet half pot. I think that's a pretty good bet sizing to get a call from a pair here, but we do get a fold from max adds. Next hand we have 10-9 offsuit. Max adds folds on the button, and we take that one down. Jumping ahead a couple, we have ace queen on the button. Blinds and antes are now up to 1,800, 3,600. Stack sizes are pretty close to even. I make it 79.25, and max adds jams all in. Going to be calling here with the ace queen, ace 7 against ace queen. Just have to avoid ace 7. We hit a queen on the turn, locking it up for us, and max adds is down to less than 29,000 in chips. Next hand we have 7-5 offsuit, but max just folds pre-flop, and we have pocket deuces the next hand. Max is currently sitting at about 6 big blinds, very small stack. Going to be putting a lot of pressure on him, and just going to be open jamming a lot of hands right here, especially when we're on the button, and we take that one down pre-flop. We have king 8 suited. Max just makes a fold right there. He's picking his spot, but as he does, his stack is going to diminish. We have queen 3 offsuit, going to be putting the pressure on him. Jam all in once again, and he does make a fold. For 3 offsuit, not that great of a hand. Hopefully he continues the trend and folds pre-flop. He does, and we take that one down. Next hand, we have 10-4 offsuit, and I like to just fold pre-flop. We're getting to that spot where he should be calling with any 2, and he jams in the next hand. We have ace 5 offsuit, going to be calling here up against queen jack offsuit. He has a flush draw on the flop and hits a jack on the river, doubling him up. He's up to almost 33,000, but still less than 10 big blinds. 10-4 once again, just going to be folding this one pre-flop. 10-6 suited of spades in the big blind. Max folds pre-flop though, getting back in his very tight game. 5-10 offsuit. Looks like I'm going to be jamming this one. Not a big difference from the 5-4, but we really haven't seen him play too many hands, so I'm just going to try to pick this one up pre-flop, and we do. 10-5 once again. Max jams all in. It is 24, 580 for us to call into a pot of almost 33. I'm make the fold here. 3-6 on the next one, just gonna be folding that one pre-flop, and we are giving our chips away. Max folds the next hand. Now we have ace-3 going to be jamming here. Max is still less than 10 big blinds. Pretty much jam any ace. He makes a call, it's ace-queen. He hits a queen on the flop, and we double him up one more time. He is up to 65,000. We have pocket eights the next hand. Max just limps, and I jam with the eights. Max folds. Queen Jack suited. Max is sitting at about 17 or 18 big blinds. Still in that spot where we could be jamming pre-flop. Max folds the next hand. We are taking down a lot of these pre-flop, which is great for us. Just limp the 10-5 here, changing up the play a little bit. Flop is Jack high, rainbow. Put in a continuation bet with backdoor draws. Hopefully just take that one down, and we do. Ace-7 offsuit on the next hand, and Max folds. Blinds are now up to 2,000, 4,000, and we have ace-10 going to be jamming here. Max is currently sitting at 11 big blinds and makes a call with king-queen offsuit. We hit a 10 on the flop. He's got a lot of outs but cannot get there, and we take it down, winning the tournament. Get paid 75, but we get a W. Nice little win for us, even though it wasn't for a huge amount. Those are always fun and a great way to work on your game. Head down to the video description for links to all the poker products that I use, including the HUD that I use, which is Hold'em Manager 2. I highly suggest using this. You will get great reads on your opponents. If you have not signed up for America's Card Room yet, I highly suggest going through the links down below. I've got a link for Rakeback as well as the VIP program. The VIP program is what I currently use. If you are playing high volume, I suggest using that. The links for those are down in the video description as well. Click that subscribe button if you guys have not done that yet. Make sure you don't miss out on any of the poker action in the $50 to $100,000 challenge. Click that thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave your comments and questions down in the comment section below, and I will be back soon with a new video. But until then, I'll see you guys out on the virtual felt.